Hello.
Hello.
Ah.
Hello.
Allegedly. Hmm. Up for debate.
Yeah. I feel that way most days, to be honest. That should be yeah, there we go. My mic is now so Nvidia Broadcast brought out an update and it's fucked over everything, and I had to then go. So something that you guys have been are now being treated to. I needed to go over that to try and make it fucking work as well, because it was getting a wee bit fucked up. So
A little bit.
where did we end on? We ended on tech, didn't we? Yeah, so it was tech done the last thing, and then Mal got jumped on. So it'll be Mal's turn in a second. So that's with we'll being live again. Where we finished off last time in the Time Between campaign, the group woke up, had themselves a fucking absolute banger breakfast thanks to Drayon. What was it? It was bacon and cheese toasties, was it?
It was.
Yeah.
Absolute banger of a meal. And you all decided instead of not first doing what Drayon was looking to do, and you were going to go planting, weren't you? Going looking about for stuff. Yeah. So you decided to check out the strange cave that is behind the town and see what was there for you. Upon further inspection, you found little bits and bobs here and there of precious gems that could be mined out, but evidence of a spider infestation. When Missy then found a puppy-sized spider that ran for everyone, she sicked Puck on them, and it scared them off. Feeling vindicated, you all went through to the main chamber and disturbed one of the families of spiders. 4 of them came down and proceeded to attack you, trying to get you all webbed up and ready to be made into breakfast for them, filled with your own breakfast of cheese and bacon. Pardon me. You guys absolutely tanked them. Yes, you took a bit of damage yourselves. Yeah, it was a wee bit of a hairy fight for a few of you. But you managed to prevail, kill the giant spiders, and hooray! But in a little cavern just off the side of the main, Mal and Tech decided to have a nice wee look. Found some gold veins in the side of the cave, the cavern, and Mal never noticed the giant spider, the big mama, resting high in the rafters, and she proceeded to jump down and attack the little one. And that's where we ended it the last session. So we will re-enter in combat. Now, put your turn orders up. It is Mal's turn. And hold on. I was forgetting your combat music.
Oh, yes, of course.
You guys hear it?
Yeah, no. Perfect. Okay. A big fuck off spider on me. Did I get knocked to the ground?
You got knocked to the ground, and this thing is now absolutely pincering at you. You're just that little bit small for it. That whenever it is pincering, you're hearing the clack there as it's been slobbering all over you.
Oh, that's so lovely of it. Can I try and can it shimmy away from its mouth underneath further? Oh, that's probably a terrible idea, but I'm gonna do it. Can I try and shimmy further underneath the spider, away from the pincers?
Yes, give me an acrobatics check, please.
Cool.
Oh, is this where we're starting off, is it?
This is where we're starting off. A 9.
Well, you try and get yourself wedged into a certain space, try and push yourself away from it, but the spider's legs just seem to be wrapping itself. There seems to be an extra, like, smaller set of legs underneath its torso, and just seems to be pushing you back towards the face. Just these are just like vestigial legs, sort of thing, just underneath. They're like little. They're more like feelers than anything else.
Hate. Okay. So, I'm still stuck underneath the spider. Probably don't want to move too much more since that was terribly unsuccessful. And I probably have limited space. So from where I'm lying, can I just try and get one of my little daggers out and just do a little swipey from the ground?
Yes. So roll me an attack, please, at disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
I'll say you've still got it in your hand, like because you were using daggers or your rapier or something before, but because you're now being like, you weren't able to get yourself in your position, and these little vestigial legs, these little hairy like feelers, are sort of like grasping at you and fondling you to up towards the mouth a bit more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why's my brain not working? How do you roll disadvantage on D&D Beyond again?
Right click the attack, your attack thing, and it should come up with disadvantage.
Left control. Click.
Of course, didn't roll in there because why would it? I hate my laptop. Oh, that's also a 9.
That hits nothing. Nah, it's you. Yeah, you manage to just you get the dagger out, but in a panic, you just sort of like start thrusting and trying to stab, but you're hitting like the reinforced carapace parts underneath, like where you're stabbing, the little weird arms or sort of the feelers are sort of moving out your way, and you're just hitting like this bit of armor underneath it.
Yeah. From my position now, I'll probably just kind of be like, oh, for fuck's sake, and then just stay where I am and finish my turn.
Okie doke. Dreon, 'tis thy turn with Missy next.
Dreon would like to try a thing.
What would Dreon like to try?
Enlarge, reduce. Can I try reducing?
Yes. What is the save on this?
It's a Constitution save of 13.
Doke. It's not a touch, is it?
30 feet.
It's 30 feet, so it's not a touch. Okie doke.
Does not seem to.
That was an 8.
Oh, fuck yeah.
So, you seeing this happening, you'll be hearing like the screams of help from Tech and from Mal. You sort of turn around, you see the giant silhouette down this corridor bit, and actually, what's your? Yeah, I'll say you are within 30 feet of this. Like, from where it is, because we did say that it was like angled, this chamber was angled off a little bit, but for shits and giggles, Mal, you underneath the spider, you just see like this blast of magic hit this creature, and you see slowly but surely it starts shrinking in size. Is it half size it goes?
Down a size category.
Oh, a size category. So there we go. This giant bitch of a spider that was before you is now still very large compared to yourself, but it's more in line with the size of the spiders that came before. Just double checking what else I've got to keep an eye out for stuff with that, because there's other effects with it, isn't there?
Cannot remember it again. I'll send it to Sega.
There's disadvantage on strength checks and saving throws. The target's attacks with its reduced weapons or unarmed strikes is 1d4 less. Ooh. So, yeah, so it loses power on its ruinous, its bite.
Big move, big move.
Yeah, nice. It is 1d8 that it gets, so essentially it's a 1d4 it rolls now. What else would Drayon like to do? That's your action.
Drayon can do pretty much.
Oh, is it? Thanks for telling me. Missy Mocker next with the spider on deck, and then Tech after that. Oh, I cannot hear you, Denitha.
Okay. 1 sec. What about now?
There we
That's
go.
better.
Yay. So yeah, she moved there so she can aim for him. And she will use her 2nd level guiding bolt on
Oh,
that bastard.
nice.
So let's do that. Oh, fuck's sake. What is it with 9s today?
I know.
Yeah, this is looking great, guys. Yay.
Shitty name.
So yeah,
well.
Missy, you turn the corner, see your pal being attacked by this now reduced spider, and in a flash of what would you say? With everything that just happened to you in the cave, facing against your biggest fears, and this strange whispering once again, you just sort of angrily throw your hand, and the blood magic writhing in you, and fire off a guiding bolt. And unfortunately, it just whiffs above the spider, and hits the rock walls, and does very much the same as what happened with Drayon and Tech's missed shots. Seems to hit the wall, and the wall, like the gems and all that in the wall, seems to absorb some of the energy and just illuminates the area. There's just that little bit more with your purplish bloody mixed sort of magical abilities.
Would that be? We only can do one action, can we?
Yeah, you've only got one action.
Yeah. Okay, so that's all she can do. Is there any point? I'll try send a puck and have a little sting at him. There we go. Target must succeed on DC 11 Constitution saving throw for that.
Yeah, Puck flies over. Puck flies over. Tries to pierce into the spider, but even in its reduced form, it seems to have a bit of a thicker hide than the previous ones. his little sting just tries going into the spider's head where it's attacking Mal and just does nothing. You just see his sting bent a little bit on the end of his tail.
Yeah, in which case I'll call him back, and that's all I can do for now. Sorry.
Now, do I be a dick?
No.
No, I don't think so.
I'm doing attack of
You're
op.
in a really nice mood.
Oh, for Puck going back, you mean?
I'll be nice. I'll let him away with it. I'll not kill off this. For once, I'll not kill off a pet. Is that everything for you?
Yeah, that's it. Thank you.
Okay, doke. This spider that is on top of Mal. He is going to... Yeah, he's going to use his multi-attack. First off, it's going to try and web you up.
Ooh.
Does a 10 web you up?
It does not.
Okay. So, it tries to turn its body enough to start firing its web off at you, but you just manage to sort of crawl yourself around so that it can't ever get itself. And when it does just fire off some of it, it just hits the side of the wall where you were. But you manage to sort of control yourself around. You're using the spider's body to your advantage now that it's been reduced a little bit. It's not as overwhelming as it was before in its previous state. It's going to now try its ruinous bite upon thee. Does a 22 hit?
Aye, I'd say so.
So it takes... Ooh. 12 minus 2, so 10 points of piercing damage.
Ow.
And 1d8 of acid damage. So 6 acid damage on top.
Ow.
Are you wearing magical armor?
I don't think so. No, I'm just wearing light leather armor.
Okay. As the creature bites into you and you feel like the poison, the acid dripping on your wound, you see it drip onto your leather armor, and all of a sudden it starts melting at your armor. Because it's a non-magical armor, you take a permanent -1 to your AC.
My goodness. Okay.
So I don't know if you want to change the armor's AC amount or what.
I shall do.
But that is the creature's turn. It is Tekmatef's turn next.
Okay, would I have enough room to either fly over or jump onto this creature?
Now, I think I said that it was 20 foot in the previous chamber.
Yep.
This one seemed to have been more of an enclosed section, even though the spider was able to sort of push itself in and out of this way. I would say you've probably got about 10 feet from the ground to the ceiling. So you wouldn't be able to get a full flight, but you could probably use your wings to propel yourself over and on top.
Yep, I'll do that then. So I will kind of land on the thorax area.
Ooh, thorax.
Slap.
Yes. I will sword burst. So I need a dex save from the creature.
Ooh,
Fail.
19.
Mm.
Passes.
Does does Drayon not have abilities that help with that?
Ooh, Drayon might, you know. So, Drayon has something called Coronal Shift,
Oh, wow.
in which I can make that spider reroll. So please, thank you.
Okay, I'll do it.
Love you a long time.
Oh, 17.
Still passes.
Yeah.
Ah,
Uh,
Worth a bat.
I was thinking it because when were conversations and it was like, oh wait, he's a Chronergy wizard, just like Vondra, and I was like, pretty sure Vondra has stuff to go against this saves and that.
That's all I can do.
Is that all?
Yep, that's everything from Tag.
We are
Cool.
failing miserably.
Malthus, it's your turn.
And the spider's still very much on top of me. I'm covered in acid.
Yeah, essentially.
Things are going great for me so far. What do I want to do? I'm gonna try and attack with my daggers again from the position I'm in. With disadvantage.
Okay. I would say, technically, Tech's on top.
Flank?
So a wee pincer movement, so you would get it at normal.
Hey, okay. 17.
A 17 hits.
Yeah, baby. Okay. For a measly little 5 piercing damage.
5 piercing. Is there anything else you would like to pump into it or that? No.
Oh, I would love to, actually. Thank you for reminding me. In my half asleep state, I'm going to use a cruel dice.
Being too nice to you guys tonight.
You are, you're not.
That's why we love you.
I know. I know it is.
It rolled that for me, but it didn't. My cruel dice, I'm gonna. Why's my brain? Right, just roll a d6, Cara. God. D6 was 4. So.
An extra 4 points of damage.
Yeah.
Now, quick question. Is your weapon magical?
Oh no! Thank God I just used my dagger. No, it is not.
Okay, after dealing damage, the weapon takes a permanent and cumulative -1 penalty to damage rolls.
Kill. I hate acid.
So, you stick the dagger into the. Jesus Christ!
Sorry, ignore that.
God, hello.
You stick the dagger right into the creature's undercarriage, and you actually feel it get through, and you hear it hiss and on top of you. But as you start pulling the dagger out, you see the acid burning into the blade, into the metal. Is that everything for you?
Yeah.
Okie doke. Drayon, you're up next with Missy on deck.
Grail would like to cast a first level Witch Bolt.
Okie doke.
Ooh.
Give me your roll.
Before I do that, I need to just fucking move. Not there. There we go.
So Drayon moves inside Missy without consent.
And then roll some dice. Also with that.
Ooh, a 20. That hits.
Wunderbar. Then I'll roll a one of these. Ooh.
Why did it come up with 2 dice? That's weird. 10 points of damage, was it?
It is.
10 points. Very good. Is there anything else you would like to do?
No, thank you, sir.
No problemo. Missy, 'tis your turn with the spider next, and then Tech Matef.
Question.
Tell me what you think about me. Sorry, yeah.
With the light crossbow I have.
Yes.
Proficiency with the light crossbow allows you to add your proficiency bonus to the attack roll of any attack you make with it. How would I do that?
I think it does it automatically.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, if you've got proficiency, in crossbows, yeah.
Where would I see that?
So on your main page.
Oh yeah, proficient. Yes, it says.
Proficient in crossbows, yeah. So it should add that automatically.
I'm gonna try that. Oh, hello. Who was that? That wasn't me, was it?
What?
Someone just rolled. Oh no, that was delayed. Never mind. I was just on a different screen. Yeah, so I'm going to try and shoot him with my crossbow.
No problem. Take the shot. Take the shot!
Honestly, really? I need to. I don't think 11 hits, does it?
It does not hit, unfortunately.
Yeah,
You take the shot, and you see the writhing of the creature, and you sort of take a shot like at the side, and it just the bolt again. It seems to be the same area that you're hitting with the bolt and your guiding bolt, but it just sort of like whips past Tech's head, like oh shit! Like you just hear a clatter on the opposite side.
Okay. In which case I'm gonna send Puck out again, and he's gonna land on his head and try bite one of his eyes, I guess.
Okay. Send Puck out. Do it.
Let me send him there. Boom.
Natural 20.
Oh yes, bad.
Hell yeah.
So he gets his full bite, which is what? Is that a D4?
Let me see. Yes, plus
D-
2.
D4 plus 2, so that's
yeah.
That's 6, sorry. And then it was a 6 plus. It was a 6 that you rolled as well there, so that's another. That's 12 points.
Nice.
Puck manages to find his way to the eyes, and almost pissed off the fact that his stinger was injured in the last attack. He just bares his teeth and starts biting at the eye stalks of the creature. And you just hear its pain writhing and
As he bites him, kind of just like fly a bit above him so he can't exactly reach him.
Yes.
after he bit him. Yeah, so he's gonna do that as well, and that's my go.
Can you
Mm.
roll a Constitution saving throw for Puck, please?
I will probably have to do it through Misty. Let me check. But oh no,
Yeah.
no, I should be able to. Wait, let me. Did it do it? Did it do it? Oh my!
Oh no.
No.
But is it normal Constitution or is it just, or is it Constitution save? I've just rolled. I don't know.
Yeah, with Constitution save, was it?
I don't know if it is though, because
If it was, yeah, it might be on. Right, so what?
Right,
I
I'll send you a snap of what
hold
I've
on,
used.
I could check his stuff on this. 2 seconds.
Okay.
So yeah, so that's his Constitution. Yeah, that's just his Constitution
So
checks.
it wasn't safe, was it? No. So I will have to do it through Misty.
So yeah, do misses.
Mm.
That's a lot better.
Mm.
He takes 4 points
Okay.
because he passes. He takes half acid damage, so he takes 4 points of acid damage.
Okie dokie. There we go.
And the thing is, if we'd have kept that last one by my rules, that was a critical failure. So he would have taken full damage,
Yeah.
which is a D8, and then the roll as well. So that would have been 16. So Puck would have been dead.
Been on, yeah.
He would have been
Yeah.
dead.
Yeah.
But I'm not killing off a creature this time, this early on. I'll be
You've
nice
said
to
that
you.
twice today. I feel like it might still. I don't trust you.
Listen, I'm a trustworthy. I've only killed off one character. Oh, well, technically I killed off Donna and Sean's, but that's because they asked for it. So they didn't like us.
Got plenty of goats and horses.
I killed off plenty of goats and horses. That's true.
Mm-hmm.
I can't deny that one. It's the spider's turn next, and it isn't too happy. It is going to try and attack Tekmatef on his back. Now, I need to roll this first.
Yeah, how is he gonna do that?
So, he does not get his web, but that means I have used the attack because I've tried to recharge it. So, he only gets one bite on you. Does an 18 hit?
Yes.
Okay.
We might all die tonight.
Is he still being flanked?
Yeah, technically he's flanked from up and down, yeah. But that doesn't do disadvantage on the creature's attack. But it's got 10 points there. I have to minus 1. So you take 9 points of piercing damage.
Yep.
And 4 points of acid damage.
Fuck.
And your AC is permanently reduced by 1.
Okay.
And that is the spider's turn. But good news, it's Tech's turn next.
Thinking outside the box here, could I reach into my pack and take out my tinderbox and start a fire on this creature's back. Basically trying to set him on fire.
Yes. Right, give me 2 seconds here. How the fuck do I need to do that then? How would one do that? Tara, you're the hardened fucking player. What would you say? I was thinking Dex. A Dex check.
I mean, I'd say out of all of them, Dex would make the most sense.
And then
Survival, maybe?
yeah, that probably would be.
So
Survival.
Dex check.
Dex
Yeah.
would make more sense because he'd probably be trying to grapple him back down.
Yeah. So,
Trying to hold
yeah.
the balance on him as well.
Yeah. So, we'll do this as a contested deck save because essentially what you're trying to do is create a bonfire on the back of this creature.
Yep.
So, the create bonfire cantrip is a dex save from them. So, roll me a dexterity check, please. I would
Can I
say
give myself guidance?
yes. I'll allow it because I'm being nice to you. I'm being nice to you all at least once tonight.
Okay, there's the Dex check. 11. 13.
13. So, if this beats 13, then it'll just take a small amount of fire damage, but if it doesn't, this thing might go up. An 11. So, you pull out
Bitch.
you pull out your tinderbox and some of the leftover alcohol that you picked up from the inn. You just douse the back of this creature with it, and then just in one swoop, almost completely magical, but yet you're managing to do it with the tinderbox. You send this flame onto the back of the creature, and it takes 1d8 fire damage. Full 8 points of fire damage.
Nice.
This thing is now engulfed in flames. You will need to fly up a little bit to try and get away from the fire. Probably the same as Puck. So because this thing is on fire, it is now, I will say it's too distracted with the fire to create an attack of opportunity for you. So
Right. In that case, can I dive back out here?
yep,
And can Puck then just go back to Missy again?
yeah, I'll let you use Puck's reaction as a flyaway
Yeah.
to get back to his mama.
Yeah.
Using my full 25 feet, I will get just out of the way a bit so then other people can get their attacks through.
Sweet. Is that everything for you?
That is everything.
Nice turn.
Beautiful. Mal, even though you're feeling the pain of the acid, and you're now frustrated that the blade in your hand is beginning to dissolve a little bit, you catch a spark at the side of your eye, and you see flames. This creature now being engulfed.
Sorry.
Oh my god! How dare you mistakenly click something? Right, this game's over now. Everybody died.
Okay, I'm sorry.
the creature backs itself off as it's on top of you, pulls itself away as if it's beginning to scurry off. What would you like to do? I will say you are now no. I would say you're now no longer pinned. As well.
Excellent. Well, I will use half my movement to stand up like the brave spawn that I am. What do I want to do? What do I want to do? What do I want to do? I'm gonna, once I've stood up, I'm gonna use the remainder of my movement to kind of back myself up a little bit as well.
Yep.
And I will try and whip my short bow out.
I'll whip my short
Yeah,
bow.
shot.
Go for it. 16 is its armor class. You hit.
Ooh.
Hell yeah.
Happy with that. 9 piercing damage.
9 points of piercing as you let loose one of your arrows. And it catches the creature like right in the side of it. It's like its armor is chitting on its body. You see it's now in flames, blood pouring out from under. Well, it's acidic blood pouring out from underneath it and from its eyes and everything else. It's now just taking a stab in its side. This thing is squealing. It's the loudest, like this high pitch sound coming from this creature. It is doing bad. Is there anything else you would like to do?
That's all I can do, so I will leave it at that.
That's all. That's all I do.
That's all.
Drayon, 'tis thy turn. What would you like to do? You do still have a thunderbolt added onto this thing as well. I should have put that on. You'll add orange.
Drayon would like to dodge this way.
Mm-hmm.
And straight over the top of Mal's head would like to cast first level magic missile.
Ooh.
So I'll give you 3 of them.
Okay. Roll them.
Number 1. Number 2. And number 3.
So, this creature had 4 points of 4 hit points left. You've done 14. 14 points of damage.
Yeah.
How does it look?
Blended.
Yes. This you might as well have just put this thing in a fucking blender. As the creature sort of returns to its size and its death, how else does it look as you kill this thing?
One after the other, these sort of dark UV magic missiles strike through it and it just sort of like explodes outwards into billions of chunks.
I've got the leg!
Yeah, this thing just as the magic missiles hit it at the same time, just seem to hit it all in the right places, and you just see it like sort of freeze up a little bit, almost swell up with magical energy, and then erupts.
Bye-bye.
Guys, you killed all the creatures. You know what you deserve? You guys deserve
Medal.
a victory noise.
Yeah.
A victory noise? Hell yeah. Oh, that was satisfying.
Very
Fuck
nice.
yeah.
Very nice. Can we, now we've killed that bastard, try and get some more vet from him and whatnot?
Okay, doke. Let's see. I will say, did everybody keep list of everything that we got from the last spider. Yeah.
Yeah, Teg got 56 feet of spider silk and 2
Yeah.
vials filled with spider potion.
Yeah.
Was it?
Yours.
So,
Mhm.
who would like to try and harvest what they can from this exploded or dead body?
I definitely
I'll
want
come
to
over and
try.
help with trying to get
Yeah.
the poison
Yeah.
or the
Okay.
acid.
So, whoever it is that's doing it, can I get a nature check from them at advantage, please?
Fuck it, we'll have a scout.
Oh,
18.
an 18. You's all cool with that from Missy? Oh, a
Huh?
19.
Yeah.
So, too many people. Too many people. We, we can say then that Missy, you and Mal, sort of you dusting Mal off, decide to run over, and the two of you getting underneath the pieces and doing your little extraction routine. A 19, you said, yes?
Yeah.
Now, I'll give you the choice this time. Because of how Dreon described it, with this thing being in tatters.
Oh, yeah, ended.
Yeah. If it was just a dead body there, then it would have been fine. But because he
Yeah.
explicitly said it exploded into a million pieces, I'll give you the choice. Do you want to go for the back carapace where the cider? Fuck's sake, I'm not good at speaking tonight. The spider silk would be harvested from, or would you like to go for the venom sacs that would have been from like the mouth area?
Well, I thought that Mal was going for the venom and I was going for the silk.
Oh, you were both going for different parts.
Yeah.
Right, okay, I misunderstood you. Thought that you were going for the same thing, helping each other out.
I mean, did we? I don't know.
I will say
Well, I mean,
you could.
with the advantage, we probably would be helping. So if we want
Oh,
to
Yeah.
yeah. Well, then, yeah. Then
Yeah.
we're helping them. What's more helpful? We already have quite a lot of the silk, so I guess maybe the venom.
You know what? I'm being nice yet again. Can I get a D100 roll from you, please, Missy?
Hopefully, it's not gonna be fucking 6. 84.
84. Okay. You manage to get yourself your hand in where it is, wrap it all around, and begin pulling out the cider. Spider silk. That's harder to say than you would think.
It's even worse than me typoing all the time last time.
Yeah, it is. I was up watching the Rumble on fucking Saturday night with Stuart. You know, my brain's still not there.
Maybe just drank too much cider.
I wish that was the problem. Too much Pepsi Max. Yeah, you managed to get that amount of silk out of the creature's booty.
Lovely jobly.
And because that was a 19, Mal, give me a D6 roll, please.
A D6 coming up. 2.
Ooh. Would have thought it'd be a bit better than that, but okay. You managed to grab 2 of the vials left in your pack. I'll say that you guys had empty vials because who wouldn't have vials if you're an adventurer? You managed to get out 2 full vials worth of the spider venom. But as you start going for more, pardon me, you just see like the acidic blood is now on its way out, seems to be enveloping the rest of the body, and the spider sacs just seem to be the next one, and it just disintegrates into nothing.
Yeah, figures. Yeah, fair enough. Got 2 more though. That's good.
How many did you get from the last one?
2.
We've got
Two.
4 in total now.
4.
With the spider silk, I can't. I can only find like a spider stuff in the inventory. thing.
Just put it as a custom item.
Oh, okay.
Just make a custom item. Say spider silk and how much
Okay.
you've got with it.
Cool.
So
Uh-oh.
you guys have now killed the spiders in the cave. The remains of a couple of the carcasses you have drained from what you could. The rest of them seem to be doing that weird. One of them got absolutely mauled by fire. This one got exploded. The bodies of the ones that are still sort of there that you've harvested from are doing that thing now where the spider's limbs start crunching in and doing that like closed. What is this? A dead one of these sort of body, you know? That's a little bit of an old Love Guru reference, but hey ho. It's doing that weird thing now where all of its legs are retracted in and looking like a closed claw fist. You've cleared the cave of the giants, and the smaller ones that you could see now start scurrying away into the little holes. Some of the even smaller ones, the tiny ones, you see them sort of dying off, as if the pheromones of the queen dying has prevented is just basically taken everything away from these creatures.
Nice. Now, quick question.
Yes.
So if you're looking at the map at the minute, you remember when me and Mal were like here?
Yes.
There was
Roughly.
something within us. Would it be like the spiders as well, and they are all dead now too, or was it something else?
Yes, it was
Gonna
this.
find out soon.
Yes, you got the sensation of something staring at you from like so the rafters and inside the cave somewhere. It was the eyes of the spiders
Yeah, cool. Okay.
catching
Good
you.
to know.
Yeah.
Cool, cool, cool.
Don't worry, there's nothing. There's no
So
doppelgangers or anything in here.
Clear now, yeah. Technically, that's what we're saying. It's nothing else in there that would be dangerous to us.
It appears to be completely clear. Yes.
Sweet.
From the position where you guys are now, you see, even though it's not on this map at the moment, but we're going for thingy's sake. You see off to the side where like the water's dribbled in this area, a little bit of light shining through. From the positions where you guys came in, you're able to sort of ascertain that that's the overlook where you guys sort of seen above the little town as well. It's possibly where the spiders went in and out to grab their prey, and it's now open to you.
Well, should we have a look?
Yeah, you can have a look. If you want to go and have a look, you guys walk over.
Let's have a gander.
You guys walk over and I need to get tokens on the next bit.
Yeah.
And you look out and you're overlooking the village.
Is that the top, the
Hey.
nest for tech or something? Oh yes, it is.
Yeah.
Cute.
So
Could we make a slide down?
Oh,
I would
that'd be so
really
good.
love that.
Oh, like
If-
fireman's call.
you guys can have whatever you want on here.
Yeah.
You could have this.
Get someone to mine the gold vein in there, and then use
Yeah,
the
I was
gold
gonna
money
say.
for the
lit-
slide.
Oh my god, we are vibing.
Mm.
My thoughts exactly.
Make the slide down there into the water. Make it a water slide, so they could pan the
Oh,
gold,
God.
clean it off, but it also makes a cool water slide for you guys going down in the summer.
Yeah. Exactly. So then they have
Oh.
some fun.
Beautiful.
You guys follow towards this, isn't I? I would say I say you guys are like 50 to 70 feet up now because the inside of the caves were higher you were going, sort of thing. But when you guys were coming out to check over this like little overlook nest area that you've agreed for it to be Tex now, you you basically cut through a load of the thick spider webs and seen the disturbance and that nothing came out. Everything else, they seem to be dying off, and it's just opened up now. You see like the proper heavy bits of light coming through.
Can I just is Leo inside or outside?
Yeah, he's outside. So like he's
Can I
outside
just
in the forge. You're
scream from the top and be like, "Oi, Leo, we're okay just in case you wondered."
roll me a performance check, please.
Okay. Okay. 13 with my plus fucking 4.
Let's see if he. Well, let's hear if he hears it. Yeah, we'll go for a perception check. He was good at those before. 16.
No, he don't hear me.
Oh no, he hears you.
You're like a mumble.
He's got great hearing as well because of the blind sight.
True.
You
Yeah,
see him
true.
just from the distance. You guys can sort of peer down, and you see just the blind elf turn around, and oh, there he goes. You just see him just sort of wave something off to you all, and from there he just like he doesn't say anything, but you just see him wave and then get back to doing what it is he needs to be doing. Actually, I should be changing up your music because you're not in a cave anymore. Oh, exciting, exciting.
Oh,
That'd be a
could.
sort.
No.
Yes, what
I
would you like to
think,
do?
because, no, I was just thinking that Molly's so tiny, maybe Tech could just fly her down, and then me and Finky can just make our way down through the cave again.
Yeah, if you want to do that. I'll not even make you roll anything for it. Tech, you are strong. You're a big, strong boy. Mal's a tiny, tiny little thing. You're able to pick her up and fly her down if you want to.
Yeah.
As Missy did basically turn around to you and saying, "You're doing that. Go, take her
Yeah.
down."
Get her to safety.
She is not walking through that cave herself. Even, or not even herself, with us. You're able to get down, and you two are able to walk through the cave.
Whee!
Whee! You know, it'd be good if this was actually a slide.
She can make a wee sound when she's flying down. Come on.
You know what you should actually do? You should make
Go
the
on.
slide. You should get a slide round the side of the mountain like that, and then round the back of the village, and ooh,
Yeah, I was
all
gonna say it could be like a little. Wait, like a bit more like. Oh, am I drawing? No, I'm not drawing. There we go. Yeah, that's cool. Maybe a little twist or like a little whatever in between. Make it more fun.
Get a wee zip wire as well. While we're up there.
Yeah.
Do a lazy river.
So, you guys have had a nice
Yeah, a bit
little
more like wee, you know?
wrap around a little bit.
Yeah.
You guys can have whatever you want. This is now your village. You could tell them to make anything, do anything, whatever it is you wish to do.
I'm here to swim up bar.
Swim up bar. You're just going to turn this place away from a lumber yard to a little fucking karaoke swim up bar area. Yep.
Pretty much, yeah.
5-star resort, man.
Oh, that'd be brilliant. That's how you guys make it. That's it. It's stopped being an adventure now. You guys have turned this into a a property
If we get our
refurbishment.
party name, we retire as adventurers, and we just have our retirement in this little resort we've made.
Yeah. If you guys wanted to do it, you could do it. And just say this is a reactive campaign. Whatever you guys want to do, you can do. I'm not forcing anything upon thee. Move the carriage into there, and I'll move that other carriage over somewhere else because you guys would have had it all moved by the time you woke up and that. So, as you're all Tech and Mal fly down, and Missy and Dreon, you guys walk through the remainder, just double checking everything as you go. Make sure there's nothing left. You see all the little spiders crawling up and curling up and dying, all that stuff. You guys get down to the main area outside the inn, and one of the older-looking people walk up to you. Lords and ladies, how was the mine or the cave, whatever it's called?
Full of spiders, pretty much, but not anymore.
Oh, spiders. Not
Yeah,
good.
not just normal spiders though. Quite big ones as well.
I hope
They're
you
dead
managed.
now.
Oh,
Yeah.
you killed them.
Well,
Praise be to the
Just-
gods.
What'd you take us for, man? You literally seen us. We saved your asses. What did you think we were gonna do? I mean, sorry, no. Thank you for your praise. And she does like a low bow.
He bows back to you.
I'm trying to be more nice. Did that work?
Are you asking the guy, or are you just, or are you
Oh,
asking
the guy.
us?
I'm unblinking, staring at the guy, asking him.
Hold on. If my mouse would actually work. Yeah, you see as he's looking around the place, looking at everyone, and yes, that worked really well. You're getting so much better at this. You can see he's lying like fuck, and he's it's not coming across that way. It's not. It's coming across that he's lying. Sorry, but it's like he's trying.
He's trying real hard. Okay.
Yeah, he's trying to
Uh,
really hard to be nice and to be cordial and stuff like that to you. So
She'll kind of sneer at him, but she won't say anything.
she's not going to try and stab him just yet.
Because she's trying to be more nice.
Yeah.
They're both trying, you know.
So what would you guys like to do? Oh, why is he so big?
I would like to probably like kind of tell the people that there is lots of stuff they can mine in the cave that we just kind of made spider free, and we would like them to eventually go and mine the stuff and make our slide as well. And I would like to also go maybe eat some food after that big old fight and have some rest.
And then we've got some trees to plant.
Yeah,
You
but long rest is needed for sure.
Tech
Yeah.
will stand there nodding as soon as you're saying about the rest.
yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, he now gets a proper look at you all, and after you guys tell him about the things that are in the mine, and stuff needing mined out, he's like, "Oh, I think we can get a few boys together, and we might be able to get some tools made up. The the blind guy, he's been really helpful. He's been trying to make stuff and get that forge up and running. He could be good for some stuff. He says he used to make armor, weapons, all that sort of stuff in his old home. So, might be able to get stuff ready for us. Don't know if he makes slides, but we can always try our best for you.
That would be appreciated, but the priorities on the slide, I think. Speed track that. You'll get a bonus of some description when we figure out money, but that would be great. Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Right, come on, lads. Anyone spare? Come help out at this cave. We're going to try and mine stuff for the lords and ladies. And you just see a squad of them pack up stuff and fuck off up to the cave mouth. They just wander in. You guys, you're free to go into the inn if you wish.
Yeah, I think so.
The tavern, again, bustling and bristling with people, even though they're not there on the map. What's the name? What's the name? Villagers. That's the tag. You see a lot of the familiar people that were there in the morning. They're all wandering about, cooks and chefs and things like that, all over the place. I'm just having to reuse some old tokens. Some of you see the guy that you managed to flag down in the back beginning to create some sort of infusions with parts of the supplies you'd left. It's as if he's away trying to start making beer for you all already.
Yeah. I was literally going to ask about some alcohol, so that's ideal.
One of the captive orc women, you see her now behind the bar. She sort of start cleaning things up and going back and forward between the cellar and upstairs, finding like the old vintages of like wine and stuff like that as well. Leo's not there. I know. I'm kicking myself here because I need to change it now. Held out tavern vibe for you guys. You see them all, like people see you coming in, and is there anything we can do for you? Why is she singing? I don't want singing.
Play Ragnar the Red.
Through the fire and the flame.
Oh,
Okay. One person in the background is, whilst she's cleaning up, is just singing. That's the best we're going to get about this situation. She's got a lovely voice as well, whoever this person might be. Yeah. Good singing. Yeah. You all walk in and see one of them. Lords and ladies, what can we get for you?
Do we have any steak? I could really do with some meat right now.
Giggity. I mean, yes, of course. Yeah, we've got stuff. Hold on. Runs through. You oaf! Get some food on. Get some steak on. But I'm making drink for them. Shut up. Just get some food first. You just hear like a pan starts, and you get the smell of steak in the air. Oh, it'll be soon for you. Anything else for you all? Anyone else wanting anything different? I'll get him to make it.
Just some bread for me will do.
She gives you like this.
Graham and takes- Sorry, go.
You don't know. I was waiting. On you go, guys.
Graham and
I'll
take
have
his
the
steak
steak.
raw.
You're all having steak.
Yeah.
So,
pretty much.
Except for Tech. Tech just wants some bread.
you guys sort of slump into your seats. Oh, a little bit exhausted from the fight. A few minutes later, the chef comes out. 2 beautifully well done steaks in front of.
Prepare for me.
No, it's well done. It's well done or nothing.
Oh, fine.
Who would have Who would have medium rare? We're not animals.
Me?
Ugh. Ah,
Oh,
Rare is the best.
look at you.
No. Listen, steak well done is the best, okay? Because that means it's cooked.
That's not steak anymore. It's just any
No.
other ordinary meat that's just
Mm.
cooked.
Nah, that's perfect steak.
Okay.
I love annoying people with that because people actually take such offence at the thing
Yeah.
that everybody thinks that I like a well done steak.
You're ruining a good steak.
What's the point? Just take other fucking meat.
To be fair, up till 10 years ago, I did have it well done, and then I
And
tried
then
it
you
meat.
learned that it's
Then,
not the way.
then I tried it medium rare, and that was
Changed your life.
that's yeah. That was a moment of clarity.
There you go.
So, couple of medium rare steaks chucked in front of you,
Animal.
you two, with nice potatoes and vegetables and things like that.
Yeah, greens and whatnot.
Rayon, you just basically given like this rare steak slid in front of you.
A raw chop.
Yeah. Drayon, he comes up to you with like a bread loaf, but he starts breaking it up into little bits and just like scattering it onto the table.
Is he gonna pre-chew it for him and feed him mouth to mouth?
No, he's going to do like what people do with the ducks, and just
Oh, yeah.
cut it up into breadcrumbs and just start chucking it. Just in case you were wanting your bread scrambled, sir.
I could do that myself. And Tech will just pick up a chunk, peel the crust off of it, put the crust down, and just eat the middle bit.
Yeah.
And as I know for a fact that he probably is a crust. Stuart doesn't like crusts, probably. Definitely cuts his crust off his sandwiches.
No, eat the crust first and leave the best bit till last.
Agreed with that, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Literally all the way around the sandwich and then the middle.
Fair dues. I'm nobody to complain. I'm not judging you or anything.
Not at all.
Fucking hell, weirdo. A few minutes go by, you guys tucking into your lovely food. Smells out of the atmosphere, just getting a lot better the longer the days and that go. You just hear the tapping coming through, and the blind elf, Leofan, walks in. Just sort of looks at you all with those dark, black, like star dappled eyes. Just looks at you all and. Now, I don't need to be sighted to see that you lot have been through the fucking trenches.
Mm-hmm.
Just,
Join us for some meal here, and we'll tell you all about it.
He takes a wee seat beside Mal and Drip. It smelled. Ugh. Don't take this the bad way, but you're all stinking a little bit. He just sort of has a little whiff of something in the air. It's just something. He turns down to you, Mal, and. Oh. You stink of acid. Have you acid washed your leather or something? Oh
Yeah, it's a new fashion choice I'm going for. Do you not like it?
no,
I
that's
suppose you can't see it, so you can't have much of a sense in fashion, but it's really cool looking. Once the
Yeah.
smell goes away, I'm gonna be the coolest kid in this place.
Yeah. And he just, I can tell, and he just sort of like starts running his hand over the leather bits, not inappropriately, obviously, and he just sort of he gets the bit that's got the hole in it. Do you need new armor?
She kind of goes, yeah.
Gets himself up, walks over to Tech, and does the same, hits where you got bit. Yeah. You need one as well. I'm gonna make everyone new armor tonight.
Okay, cute.
Hey,
Could
appreciate
spider
that.
silk be any helpful for you?
Oh.
I can make something. I can make some stuff with spider silk. Yes.
Well, we've got plenty.
And I will give him half of what I've got to go towards it.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
I can give him half as well, which would be 42 for you.
Nice.
Which I will now delete from there.
28.
48 and 28. No,
Oh,
42 and
42.
42 and 28. 70. You just like reel out 70 foot of spider silk and pass it off to him. He just sort of gives you this strange, like this flabbergasted look. He's like, you guys. Yes, I speechless. I'm speechless. There's
If you could
yeah.
create something that could like go on my wings, so then if I am around webs again, that I'm not going to get caught up in them, that would be extremely handy.
Good
I
shout.
I could try. I'm not sure if I can do that, but I do. I think he turns to sort of the barkeep. Is there? I'll speak to you in a second, actually. Sorry, what was it?
Could Paco get a little armor for himself as well?
Oh, that would be so cute.
I know,
You,
right?
you say that, and then Puck sort of like thingies himself out through your sleeve and sort of like stares up at him. He's like, hold on. Comes over and just sort of like waves his hand over Puck just to get a sense of his size, and I could maybe do something with that.
Maybe even a little like helmet.
You just hear Puck turns around to you, looks, you just hear this little squeal like, he puts his hand over his face and he's like, oh, you guys are exactly like them. Yes, it's fine. I could try.
Thank you.
What's... There's no alchemist. Why is there no an alchemist? Okay, artificer. Going for artificer instead then. So he turns and he's like, I'm pretty sure there's an alchemist in here as well. One of the people, or at least she knows stuff about potion creation. Might be able to do something with some of this silk with that as well, but I can get some stuff done.
Sweet. Thank you very much.
No problem. He just gives you all this, that like, weird blind smile. Yes, request to go back to that. And just like, is there anything else you guys need? take your measurements and whatnot, and make you some armor and.
Maybe just relax and have some drink with us as well. Before you go do all that.
Okay. He goes over and just pours himself like this lovely elven-looking wine, pops it down, and just before he does that, he's just going over to you guys and just like pulling out this weird tape measure thing, sort of wrapping it around all different bits. I've got a sense of what you guys have. And sits down, starts sipping on his drink. So, what happened in that place then?
Well, just few spiders to fight, really. Kind of overgrown spiders, if you like. But we've managed it and, cleared the area.
Oh, nice. See, everybody got a little bit injured.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Nothing.
Worse for wear.
Nothing that you lot can't handle. From the looks of it. So, I'm interested in your guys' story. How did you all come to meet? And if you want, we could just do a recap, do a out of thingy recap if you want.
Yeah, because
Oh,
it would take forever, innit?
yeah.
To explain all of it.
So, you guys during your time finishing up eating and things like that, you recap everything that happened from the Kraken attack on the boat, which left the majority left you guys washed up. Mal, you throw in about how you were following Sebastian from where he was, like all the shady stuff that you thought he was up to, and everything that was happening in your old place, like where you guys stayed before, that seemed to have driven him.
Did we tell him about the children and all that as well?
If you guys want to tell him about what happened in Apleona.
Traumas and whatnot, yeah.
Yeah.
It takes a special minute to explain salad fingers.
And
Now I get.
explaining how she was playing I Spy.
I think I Spy is now a dirty game for Mal because of what happened. Like, she's going to be very wary of fucking giving that to anybody anymore. Just imagine that. Dreon, can I get a deception check from you, please, Dreon?
I suppose so. Oh no.
Oh no.
Dear.
Even with Leofan being blind, his blind sense catches the shiver up your spine as Mal is talking about salad fingers and describing what he was like in the cells. It's just he gets the sense that goes up your back as she's describing this. He's like, take it you're not a fan then.
Fuck no. Dreon hates that guy.
It's the first time Dreon swore.
Yeah.
Who knew it would be over that?
Impassioned over salad fingers.
Yes. I don't even know if we're calling him salad fingers for copyright infringement, but yeah, he's hey, fair dues. Yeah, you guys managed to get over. Tell him everything. You tell him about the experience with the dragon Zara Lynn. You guys joining the resistance and helping out, which was what led you to the procurement of everyone, helping the release and whatnot. he seems very impressed, but also a bit weirded out that the fact that his save and everybody else within the new community was just by sheer luck and circumstance.
Hmm.
But just
Fate.
raises a glass to you all, says, "Well, here's to the stories and the experiences that brought you all here. Without you lot, everyone might not be here right now."
Yay.
As he
Cheers
says
to
that, like the few people that are around you just sort of like raise a glass and stuff like that, and a wee cheer and clinking and things like that. I'll listen to some of this music as well while we're in the times of silence, and it's just songs that are songs that's bangers like.
I'm quite enjoying it, to be fair.
So, is there anything you guys would like to discuss or deal with first, or
I
what?
think we are all just too damaged and knackered. I think sleep would be definitely the next step for me.
Yeah, drown these and that.
Okay. Leo Farm just sort of gets himself up. Well, it's been a pleasure speaking to you all about your experiences and whatnot.
Yeah,
I'll,
nice one, didn't you?
Yeah, a nice little session. It was always a pleasure. Never a chore.
We'll do it again another time when we have more power in us, I guess.
More stamina.
Mm.
He bows to you all, takes his leave, and fucks off back to the forge. Anything else?
Himself, does he?
He's a craftsman, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Got to keep himself busy, otherwise he'll go insane. Anything else you guys would like to speak about among yourselves first, or are you going for a long rest?
Yeah, I'm going for a long rest.
Yeah.
I might have a quick
Yeah.
little mice hunt before I go to bed. but then I will go to bed.
Give me a survival check then, please.
Survival. 11.
11. You manage to wander around the outside of the tavern. You don't particularly go like around the streets or anything like that. You just sort of go on the outskirts. You find yourself. Give me a. With it being low, give me a D4 roll, please.
3.
You find three little mooses
Yay.
on your hunt.
Nice little snack after the steak.
Hell yeah.
I was like, she's dead. She's not eating it this time. She's probably going to keep them as pets or something, you know. But
Well,
Keep
I'm
them for
gonna eat one,
later.
but I'm probably gonna put the other 2 in my bag for later.
Yeah.
oh, that'll be good. Fucking dead rats in your bag, like.
Well, maybe she likes them a bit rotten.
Ugh.
Adds the flavors, added protein in it.
Yeah.
So, you guys can mark down a long rest for you all.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
needed.
Get yourself some energy back.
Yeah.
Malthus,
Yeah.
can I get a wisdom saving throw, please?
Oh, that doesn't sound fun. 4.
Oh. 2 seconds. It's a banger, is it? Not gonna lie, it's a fucking banger.
Vibes then.
Uh-oh.
Ooh.
What's happening?
As you lie there in your bed, dreams of
Mm.
the day, the experience, and the overblown imagination in regards to what happened between you guys, the camaraderie, all that, it seems to fill your head. You see the new village you have become a member of. You start wandering the streets of the village. But something strange happens. The small, quaint, hovel type homes begin changing the further you walk. They begin to get higher and tighter with each other. The cobbles more dirty and opening up into more of a pavement like structure and streets for carts walking down it. You begin to notice this, and then you turn back and you don't see small village anymore. You see the streets of the arena city you were born and brought up in. You turn and you look, you see the dead and dying that used to strewn the place, and the smell, the acrid stench in the air of the old furnaces that used to be used for burning bodies and getting rid of anyone that had just been left in the middle of the streets. You hear like the body carts walking along, being pulled along the cobbles.
Bring out your dad.
That actually worked so well with you, with the bell chimes and all that were starting there. You look in a puddle, and reflecting back on you is a familiar face. Yet at the same time, as you look in, it's not you. You look at your arms, and the green scales you're used to, as you're staring at it, just sort of from your fingertips begin to fade up your arm, and the serpentine lizardish features of your hands begin to fade, and the pinkish humanoid skin begins to show itself a bit more. You just see it slowly but surely travelling up. And then you look down again, you see the serpentine face is almost completely gone. What would Mal see in this situation? What would she be seeing? Look back.
Oh, she'd probably be seeing just a normal, plain ass looking person. Older than the serpent Mal. probably brown hair, probably quite smudged in dirt and a bit, tired looking, but just very normal. Very, very different to what she would expect when looking in her reflection these days.
As you see that, you look off to the side and you see a grate, a sewer grate in the side of a wall. Part of the things running through your head, you're saying, don't go near that, no. Leave, walk away. Your feet keep moving towards it. And you enter into it. And even though you're saying, no, don't go there, don't, you find yourself running through the memory of following the strange men, the strange individuals, getting to the point in the weird cisterns, seeing the conversations. Our old plans saved. Yes. We will not be disturbed. They are being taken care of as we speak. Praise in his name. Praise him. You see the strangers sort of, their hands reaching out from underneath their cloak mail and start doing strange movements with their fingers. What is going on in your head as you see these things being done and said?
Probably quite not scared because she's too curious for that. She wants to know what's happening, but she is on edge. She doesn't want to get caught. She doesn't like what she's seeing, but she can't help herself. She just has to keep watching. She can't take her eyes off it.
As you can't keep your eyes off of it, you see a small bit of magical connection energy between the people in this chamber. Now, I know there's only two there, but there's a good few wrapped around. But it seems to collide in the middle. And just what appears to be a small slither of magic opens up. And out falls strange, gelatin-esque looking creature covered in blood and mucus and all the most wrong components you've ever seen in your life. And you just hear in a joint, almost one voice ringing around the sewer ducts. Praise him! The creature sort of slurps up its black, voidless eyes, or void-filled eyes, sorry, staring up, blink open, catches your eyes, and almost as quickly as a dart, the creature is in front of you and grabs your head, and everything goes black. Don't worry, I'm not playing the sound effects this time. Ugh. Don't touch.
That was
No touch. Missy,
Mm.
can I have a wisdom saving throw from you as well, please?
Is it gonna be the bastard shadow again? 14.
Same thing goes with you. You have this. Like, what would Missy be dreaming about in this moment, actually? Seeing as though you rolled a 14.
Probably fighting more spiders because she's still a bit traumatized.
I would say this would probably be a good dream with the save. You're
Okay.
you're in a position of power within it, so you're fighting off these spiders, like almost as if you're like 20 foot tall and you're batting off these creatures.
Mhm.
Sorry, Moldier came in there. Yeah, you're just absolutely wailing on these things like nothing else in your mind, like almost as if the fear of these are no longer part of your conscious, your subconscious, just battering them away. And that's going well until you see the surrounding once more. The bodies of the spiders begin to evaporate into black cloud. Almost thick black vapour, not just a cloud, just this weird void, weird mixture of the two. And it sort of begins to wrap around you, blinding you to everything around, and then all of a sudden, like this gust catches it, goes off, and you catch yourself in that same place you were before.
To that like shadowy place, yeah.
Yeah, that strange shadow place you were before.
Mhm. The whispers and all makes it like so surreal.
This realm, this mentality in your head, it seems to be becoming more realistic. The vapours, the black smoke, seem to all rise up and take humanoid forms and begin walking to a central area. This time, the fog seems to be taking shape in the distance where it wasn't before. You look around, like a little bit afraid to look where you did before because of the creature, the
Mhm.
whispering creature. But this time you see a tower, a massive tower out in the middle of an ocean of stardust. Above the tower, almost as if it fits perfectly on top, you see two moons. One almost made of complete silver blue light cascading down. The other blood red. Slowly but surely, the blood red moon is eclipsing the silvery blue moon. And as the light from the blue moon is completely enveloped, made blood red by the second one, the tower made of smoke cracks down the middle.
Oh god. Your great dream.
You see the tower fall to the side and a giant form erupt from the middle of it. And it looks down at you. And even though you can't make out any features, you see an opening come from the top, almost a mouth smiling. And it speaks almost in a whisper, but you feel it resonate through your bones. And all it says, "I see you."
What did it say? Sorry. Oh god.
You wake up as the shadowy figure, as the shadowy colossus erupts towards you. It said, "I see you."
Oh, I see you. Right. Okay. Because you've cracked up a little bit. I see you. Great. And then I wake up after that. Yeah.
And you wake up.
Well, I wake up, heavy breathing, sweating, and just a bit confused, really. And yeah, kind of glad that I woke up and it was just a dream, but I still feel like it's not just a dream, and something bad's gonna happen soon.
It was all a dream.
Well, it was just a dream.
As you wake up, you sort of catch Leofan sneaking in with a strange box. And you just sort of see him
That?
stumble back. I bring a gift. I'm sorry. You were asleep. I just thought I'd put it in through the door and leave it there.
I'm still kind of, confused and all, and I'm like, yeah, no, thank you. Just bad dream, really. Thank you.
No problem. He just walks out of the room. Tries to be stealthy as fuck. Failing.
Too late.
Yeah. He does the same for you, Dreon. Puts a box in. Mal. Oh, yeah, on you go.
I was gonna say, as he looks in, he just sees Drayon like flat out asleep, just curled up in a ball on the rug.
Aw, I thought he was gonna have his tummy up.
I thought he was going to be splayed out like what the bear rug is, just like in cats and dogs do that sometimes.
He's 7
Stretched
foot,
out
so
as fuck.
he might stretch to the same size.
Nearly stands on you because he thinks that you're actually the pelt on top of it. Yeah, he just big as a box in there. Slides a box into Mal's room as well, and slides a box into Tech's room, and then he goes to sleep as well. You guys, the armor that you're all wearing, you can then take the next step up and make it a +1 armor of whatever it is that you're wearing.
Sweet.
So if you have a
wearing armor to start with.
So if I'm just wearing like fine clothes.
Well, you should. Do you not have a leather armor or something on? No, do you not have an armor on?
No, I don't see any. No, I literally just have fine.
You've got scale armor. You've got scale mail.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I see that now. Yeah, I
So,
see that now.
You could do
Totally agree with that. Cool.
you could do a scale mail +1 for you.
Mhm.
Mal, you can have a leather armor +1.
Yo.
And sorry, never had to do that. How do I do that +1?
Just go onto the inventory bit.
Oh right, find it as a +1.
Yeah,
Like,
find it as a
yeah, I see.
find
I
it as a
see.
+1, and then just get rid of your old armor.
Mm-mm. I'm with you now.
So I will. What are you proficient in? You're proficient in no armor, apparently.
So, would it be more like a medium rather than what whatever that is? I can't.
So manage inventory, add
Yeah.
items,
Yeah. Scale mail,
scale mail.
and then it comes in greens and blues, not +1s or whatever. So
Last one's normally in blues.
okay. So it will be the armor of
Yeah.
acid resistance or cold resistance, fire resistance, force.
Yeah,
Like,
so scale mail +1 is the bottom one of the blues.
oh, I didn't load more. I see that now. Cool.
Now, Drayon. I like you. So,
Do you?
yeah, a little bit. I'll give you proficiency. I'll give you proficiency in leather armor. So you could take a leather armor +1.
Wonderful, thank you, sir.
Because you're too nice. I'm too nice to use. But I feel you can have a thingy with it. And Mal,
Yeah.
what was I going to give you? I was going to give you something else. To be nice. It was a weapon. It is a this. You can add a dagger of venom
Ooh.
Nice.
to your
Okay.
inventory.
Nice.
So, the blade that you had before that seemed to have been rotten from the acid of the ruinous spider. Leofarn seems to have taken it to try and repair it, but he's imbued it almost with some of the remaining acid and poison that was dripping from it. He seems to have managed to bring out the properties of that seeped into the metal itself. And with his magical hammer and his touch, he's managed to basically release that into the blade.
Oh, that's sick.
That's only fair, I suppose. She needed new dagger.
She did.
Yeah.
Large.
Well
Large,
deserved.
large. Love it.
So just delete one of your other daggers if you've got two. Or if you've only got one, just delete it and then add that one.
Thank you.
And as somebody who's proficient with poison, like you manage to sort of, you see this and you, this is the same dagger, but it's a bit weird, and then you sort of give it like a wee sniff, and this has got. You sort of like then understand the properties of this thing. Like, whoa, this guy he's yes, like he's made this something very useful for you later down the line
Yeah.
or in your next battle. And Tech, you also have a +1 on your whatever armor you've got as well.
Awesome. Thank you.
No bother, son. You guys managed to get yourself back to sleep. Now, as soon as it was morning time, the battle happened, and you guys left, and then you had the battle. It was only like 2 or 3 hours. You were probably about, by the time you finished your meal and got yourself back, it was probably about 5-ish. But you guys managed to sleep because of the strain, because of how much was actually done to you. You managed to sleep all the way through to the next day. And you wake up like sunrise the next day. You come down, everybody's sort of back to the way it was. The ones that are awake they've made things look a lot more organised, a lot better. The pantry and the kitchen is in better order. The bar itself, the barmaid managed to get everything sort of sorted properly. You open up your packages, you see the armour that the new things that Leo Farn's made. A lot some of the spider silk seems to be woven into it, almost like a grander fashion than what it is you're used to. It looks very eloquent. The fact that this has been managed to get done within 12 hours or so, 12, 15 hours, top notch. He managed to use whatever he could, and somebody's went to great lengths to actually weave this into nice clothes for you. A bit better, a bit nicer purple jacket for Missy. Tech, your clothes seem to look a bit more refined and not as old as before. Mal, you've got this sick, sweet new armour. They've managed to make it look almost like acid stained as well, like the silk underneath it. It's like proper venomous green, and like it's showing off everything, like almost to the point you're like, yeah, look at this, woohoo! Like so cool, such a cool like Mal outfit. And Drayon, you've now got this like beautiful wizard cloak on, and the armor like weaved into this like almost elegant outfit that you're not used to, like being part of like a traveling ant colony. You're just like used to grabbing whatever you could, like in ruins, or if they were able to trade with like elves and things like that. This is like finery that you've never felt before. And it's like your first proper bit of clothing that you've owned, rather than being like a 15 generation hand me down or found in an abandoned ruin or something like that. How does that feel for him?
Graham finds because it's such high thread counts, he starts developing static. So every few minutes he just like zaps something by accident.
You just anytime you're walking about, you're just like zapping someone, just going over and zzz.
Because he's so used to like the zap of his magic, like a little electric shock's not too much to him.
Missy, as you start putting on your new clothes, you feel this weird thing like on your left arm, something large, unshapely and metallic up the arm. What the hell's that? You sort of like pull it out, and this small metallic exoskeleton armor that sort of wraps in the way that Puck is, and it's got like you place it on him, and it sort of scales over a little bit. It's almost like a snake's skeletal structure. I know they've got a very fucking fine, like really small interchangeable bones and all that sort of stuff. Seems to wrap over him like that a little bit, and then comes up to be like a little dragon helm. But it's just like, it's not made of anything amazing or anything like that. It doesn't have a defensive bonus for him, because obviously he's a pet dragon, but aesthetically he now has a set of dragon armor.
Nice.
A little
He
bit of,
loves it. He feels himself.
oh yeah, you put this on him and you just hear the little squeaks and his little wings start flapping about. He starts doing laps, and you just get this like the psionic connection between them. You just get nothing but happiness like oozing from him. He just sort of flaps back down and goes back up your arm, but you feel the armor sort of clink off of him as he goes up your sleeve, almost as if something magnetic is catching it, and he sort of comes up your chest, up out through like your the chest area, your top, and he's not got the armor on now. He sort of looks around like what, and then slinks back down and clicks back onto him again.
Oh, that's so cool. Love it. Cool. So he can basically, when he's ready to fight, he can just go through my sleeve, put it on.
You've essentially got a dragon launcher from your arm.
Amazing.
Go!
Fucking amazing, yeah.
You all sort of, after, like, what? How does Tech's armor, the like new clothing, look on him as well? Like, I've never asked his aesthetic. I don't think. What is he looking like?
So he would be
Like Jesus.
his old one. His old one was almost just like a black tunic, sort of like a Roman tunic, sort of like simple armor. This one will have obviously the fine work of the spider silk, so it will look very similar, just with flecks of white going through it, so it kind of shimmers black and white in different lights, almost like the pearlescent paint that you get on cars.
Yes. Nice.
Sweet.
Sorry, I'm just listening to the music again. Can't
I
stop
know, I was
listening.
listening to it too. It was so good.
I'm getting distracted here, honestly. I heard something about dragons and that was it.
Anything, yeah, exactly.
She was spitting bars not too
Yeah, I
minutes
was
ago
Yeah.
as
gonna say
well.
that she was like almost rapping there a minute ago as well. It was so good.
Honestly, fuck, that's going to be the next session. We're just going to end up sitting listening to that the whole fucking day. Honestly, I'm going to fucking...
Some guys go to a concert.
On this episode, we go to Drayon's world. Everyone's spacing out.
Oh. Yeah. So, you guys all sort of dress up in your finery and whatnot. Drayon, I'll say he also made you a nice new hat as well.
Oh.
Fuck yeah.
So you've got yourself a nice new wizard hat now.
Even the ear holes fit properly.
Yeah, everything's been done perfect for you. Like, Tech, the holes are perfect enough for you to slide your, have your wings through. Doesn't feel uncomfortable. Nothing like that.
Oh, and it would have a hood on it as well.
Perfect. Molly's added on like a new weapons belt for you, so you plenty of space for new daggers if you need it.
Yeah.
And little like almost like Witcher armor. You've got like the little
Okay.
you've got like the holsters over that you can add your potions that you need to, like he basically strapped you out to be like this little fucking killing machine, should you want it.
Yeah, absolutely I do.
Guys, come out of your rooms. Reconvene at the table. and you see meals have already been prepped for you all.
Aww.
There seems to be a couple of lovely bacon and cheese toasties made from some bread and that for anybody. There's cheeses, there's wines, there's an assortment of other things for your day,
Nice.
should you want it, and anything you would like.
Beautiful.
You just hear the clacking coming down and Leo coming in. So everything fit all right then?
Oh, it's perfect. Thank you.
No
And
problem.
Pat's very thankful too.
Just hear squeaking coming from underneath your top. Just he's like, I managed to get one of the people. You could thank Enel for this. Enen, sorry. And he puts this little box in front of you guys. She didn't get much, but she managed to get a few of these made. They're potions of climbing. You guys are given a box with 6 potions of climbing in it.
Nice.
So I don't know how you guys want to divide it up.
Just if Tech doesn't mind, since he's a flying creature, could we just have them? And it'll be 2 each.
I was just about to say that. 2 each between you. I don't need them.
Okay,
Sweet.
doc. So when you drink this potion, you gain a climbing speed equal to your walking speed for 1 hour. During this time, you have advantage on strength or athletic checks to make to climb. Potion is separated to brown, silver, and grey layers resembling bands of stone. Shaking the bottles fails to mix the colours. So
Nice.
you guys now have 2 potions of climbing each, except for Tech, because you've got to be fancy and have wings.
So we can add that to our inventory. Cool.
Yeah, I had leftover stuff from this, and I knew of potions that could be made from it. So I passed it on to her. She made it for you. You can enjoy now. You might not fall anywhere from great heights.
Thank you very much. That
Yeah.
is very helpful.
No problem. He begins clacking off away. And leaves you guys to do with what you want to do for the rest of the day.
I guess it's the tree time now.
Yeah. Big
Yes.
day.
Just stick my stump in the ground.
So, give me either a nature or arcana check, please, Drayon.
You can have Arcana.
I'll give you guidance.
Nice. He don't need guidance by the looks of it.
We'll take the guidance.
So, a dirty 24. You like to describe this. You sit there at the table with the strange feeling on what it is to do today. You got derailed from your original plan, which is you wanted to plant the half of the Entwood that was given to you. You've kept another half, you've posed it away because you want to try and make a wand from that. The other half you want to plant. You feel the connection with it, and it's like almost as if you feel a resonance with it, like as if it's mixing with the Ents themselves, that the souls are buried within this. sort of get a feeling that they take over almost. Not fully, but just sort of begin to push you in the direction that you wouldn't have thought. You sort of push yourself away from the table and begin walking in your usual drowsy tech way. Is anyone wanting to follow him?
Fuck it.
You guys want to follow him?
I mean, I will. I don't know if the rest wants to.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
trying to
I'll follow.
unmute and my phone kept messing around.
No problem. I never know if I've actually went like silent or something because the weird setup that I've got to get pocket barred through to Discord. I think that's feeling it. That's weirding up a wee bit. Yeah. You just see Tech Drayon getting up and begin walking out of the place. He starts wandering towards the. Oh no! Weird as fuck there. Wandering towards the the non-troll laden bridge. Thanks to Mal checking that out, she's made sure there's no trolls in there.
You're very welcome.
And he begins walking into the forest that's surrounded, one of the larger forests surrounding the magical town. Can I get a survival check from Tech, please?
Guidance as well.
Yeah, guide yourself. 16. That's fine. Drayon seems to be in a world of his own, just wandering through the forest, through the woods, past all the creatures and that. Tech, you sort of taking the lead a little bit, but just sort of holding back, like, to keep an eye on everything. And then about an hour and a half, you guys stumble into a strange area. Anyone magical? Can I get an Arcana check from you all? Except Drayon, because you're still in your little daze.
I'm just downstairs. I'll do it in 1 sec.
Jesus
Oh,
Christ.
guidance myself.
Twenty-three
23.
from.
I'm
23 from.
almost there. I'm almost there.
No problem.
Climbing up the ladder.
Climbing up the ladder.
Yeah, I'm in the attic, like very top of my house.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I never knew that. I thought it was just like a room in the house that had been made. I didn't realise you'd been chucked up into the attic.
No,
The PC
actual
setup is
attic. Yeah, we've
quite
got like a
literally
game
ladder.
room. Eh?
I said the PC setup is quite literally up a set of ladders.
Yeah.
Semi
Okay,
sketchy with the wooden
right.
one.
Arcana, you want it? Yeah.
Arcana, please, yes.
It's 17.
Have you got an Arcana with a -1 and you're a cleric? That baffles me for some reason. You,
Yeah.
the two of you, as you wander in, you get this strange feeling over. Actually, go and give me a roll as well, Mal. Let's see if you can feel this.
Okay, okay. I don't think my Arcana is the best.
Oh, neither's Mrs. though, so that's fine.
Yeah, exactly. Oh no.
That one.
Oh.
Even with a nat 1, you're still like +0, where Missy is a -1.
Mhm.
You walk, like, you guys walk through it, and Mal, I think you're almost, like, I just imagine her, like, cleaning her ears or something with, like, the tip of her finger. You don't get this rush of feeling, but the two of you get it. Almost something serene and almost godlike overtakes you. As you pass what seems to be like another magical barrier of sorts, and this time it feels like there's nothing around. Paths that you took to get here seem to be laden with creatures, animals walking around, deer, all that stuff. The sky almost felt to be filled with birds and the chatter that they bring. But as you sort of get that feeling washing over you, this divine feeling almost, it hits you with nothing but serenity within the area. Mal, you feel serene as well, but in a different way. Like, this just feels like something's not taking over, but just like, oh yeah, this is like a really nice place. This is like pretty here. Oh, can't believe it. But the magically attuned ones of you feel that it's something otherworldly seeping into your bones near enough, seeping into your just seeping into your soul. Connection deep within you that's magical. Rayon, you wander about and you just sort of, as you wander past this yourself, you just sort of, this connection with the wood doesn't fade, but it's now like you've come out of the trance. And as you look around, you see this blissful grove before you. And the small winding dirt roads. The wood did tell you that there was something special around here. And you need to find it. What would you like to do?
Well, firstly, Drayon probably snapped straight back into it and just immediately carried on following his legs, with no idea where he's actually going. But yeah, I'm awake. I'm here.
Okay, you can let your legs wander, take you to wherever you wish to go. The rest of you could follow him if you wish, or you could look around the place for some sort of sign as to what's around here, or check if there's any danger, or anything like that. Trust
I'm
your
gonna
friend.
fly up
Yeah,
and have a look around.
I'll help with looking around as well.
Yeah. Give me a perception check, everyone.
Oh, not
Ooh,
20.
not 20.
Natural 20, nice. Missy, you wander about with Drayon and Mal, trying to have a look to see what this place is like. And as you do, like, you were born and raised in wooded communities. You're a changeling. You know they're not particularly wanted within major cities and things like that because of their nature of being able to change and whatnot. So you know the forests, you know this sort of stuff like this. This brings back memories of a time when you and your brothers would run through old ruins and places dedicated to the old gods and whatnot, and have the time of your lives. Like, as you're walking through, you're sort of almost nostalgia hitting you with everywhere you go, and then you're noticing, like, on some of like the stone walls that are like the cliff walls, sorry, the stone cliff walls, like carvings and almost like carved out tapestries into it, and it seems to be dedicated to the god Yavanna,
Oh yeah.
the goddess of nature. There seems to be other inscriptions towards some of the natural gods. Like, you see portrait of Yavanna with her husband Sylvanus. That the two of them are the gods of nature, essentially. Mal, you're just seeing pretty pictures on the walls and like, oh yeah, that's really nice. Yeah, cool. You're trying to chisel in a cock on one of the photos or something like that. One of the pictures, like. Tech, you just bamf out your wings and fly up, and you just see where Dreon wanders into is almost a ruin, yet it still feels a strange connection. It still feels like it's there, but it's giving off a strange vibe, yet familiar to you. It's giving off the vibe of the Fae, which is Missy like shouting out to anyone like what she's seeing on the
Yeah,
the
she will explain it to everyone. Yeah.
yeah. So
she'll
as Missy's like shouting this out to everyone that's in the area and explaining it to Mal and whatnot, you understand what this place is and the connection to the material plane that the gods of nature and the Fae have with places like this. Sort of getting a little understanding of, right, okay, this makes sense why Dreon would come somewhere like here. This is connected almost completely to the Fae realm. This is what's giving off. These are the vibes that it's giving, as if this is like a within the protection bubble that was around the magical protection bubble that was within the limits of the city or the town. Sorry, that you felt as you walked through it, as you went past it in the carts. Almost like another bubble in here, and that feels like a projection of the Fae realm. Almost as if like this was a part of it that had crossed over as well. Dreon, your legs take you to this shrine, surrounded by these beautifully verdant green trees. A sense of serenity emanating from them, and a magical aura that you haven't felt since leaving your Ent Grove. Even the small interaction with Gal, the Ent on the road, that triggered a small amount, but not the same feeling that you're getting now. as you sort of like move closer to this shrine of Yavanna, you see just this small pool of water just lying there in the middle of it all.
Drayon, naturally inquisitive, gets closer to inspect said puddle.
Yeah, give me an Arcana check, please.
Oh no.
Remember, you still have. You still have.
You can
I
reroll.
do have my coronal shift. So I will roll that again.
I'll give guidance.
Thank you, sir. Giving it the. Oh no. Jesus Christ.
Oh dear.
That's something.
That's fucking talent.
Even as you change, even as you get the feeling, you sort of warp your magic around you and try again, and you're like, no, I do know this. I do know this. Like, even with the spiritual guidance of tech behind you, it's just like, no, this is water.
It is what?
Does feel a little bit weird, but it's still water. And that's all you sort of get from it. You get a feeling that there's something magical behind it, but it's still just water to you at this moment in time. But something tells you that water helps things grow. And you look around and you see like where the water may have trickled out from this. Seems to be like small divots in the ground where it's maybe flown from and went to the trees and the life and the abundant life around this shrine. The trees seem to be stronger in the area. Even things that look like they've been left as offerings, trickled by the water, seem to be in a resilient look about them. There doesn't seem to be much water left in this then.
Well, Drayon's thinking maybe he should stick the stump in it.
What are you going to do with the wood then? If you're going to stick Drayon stump in it?
I can join in too.
You take the heartwood out and you feel it like a slow hum. A very gentle hum in your hands. Just you get a feeling just to you look over the basin thing. Seems to be connected to the ground. Seems to be very solid. Very earthen as well. Just place it ever so gently in the water. You still feel the pulse of the wood. But where you've stuck it in and the earth begins to sort of plant around it and cover it, you see where you did stick it in, it was at sort of like an angle. Now it's straightened up in front of you, and something seems to be growing out from underneath it as it sups in the water. You give it a couple of minutes as you're all sort of looking around and in awe of this, and Draylon, you see the heart, the Entwood shard or heart begins to sort of, like, with its pulsing, like this little magical pulse in it, just seems to be slowly expanding. Just ever so slightly. Just, if it were anybody else, I don't think they could see it. But your feline eyes and your connection to nature and everything around you, see, it just solidifies just a little bit and looks to be becoming almost a trunk. You know that nature will take its course with this. And you feel you've chosen the right place now to plant this. This remnant of a misunderstood species. Ones that fell to a disgusting fate from such evil and horrible men. Souls left within this seem to be stopping up whatever strength the earth is giving them. And you know that sooner or later, these majestic guardians of the forest, these shepherds to all things natural, will find their way back from the material loss they felt before. As you sort of like back off a little bit as if leading to go, you just see a small blossom begin to grow. Just the smallest, just the most tiny blossom. And you know that that's a sign.
Grayon just kind of mumbles to himself as he witnesses this, like, walking away. Fuck yeah. Repopulating a species, step one.
And with that, I think that that's where we should probably end it tonight. On a lovely note, rather than the last few.
Yeah, I was gonna say for a change.
Rather than these giant dragons that are away attack you. Ah! Yeah.
It's alright. Puck will tell them to fuck off and they'll. do it.
Yeah, Puck's got armor now. He's undefeatable. You can tell any dragon to fuck off.
Exactly.
Oh.
This is now just a dungeons campaign because dragons don't mean shit.
Yeah, essentially. Thank you anyone that was watching. Hope to see you again next week.